in the bathroom. We've got serious dental offence on our hands. Exhibit A, this frayed toothbrush. If you think the bristles are damaged, imagine what you've done to your poor gums. This frayed toothbrush. If you think the bristles are damaged, imagine what you've done to your poor gums. I suggest trying the Oral-B IO toothbrush, which has a visible pressure sensor for 100% cleaner teeth without the damage.
The fact that you...
Morning, guys.
I think that people die sometimes when they don't want to live no more. Nature's smarter than people think. And nature is smarter than people think. Little by little, we lose our friends. We lose everything. We keep losing and losing until we say, you know, what the hell am I living around here for? I got no reason to go on. But with you, kid, boy, I got a reason to go on. And I'm going to stay alive. And I will watch you make good. And I'll never leave you. And I'll never leave you until that happens. Because when I leave you, you'll not only know how to fight, you'll be able to take care of yourself outside the ring, too. Is that okay?
It's okay.
Okay. Now I got a little gift for you. Oh,
Yeah,
wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Really, I don't need nothing. Hey, look at that. See that? This is the favorite thing that I have on this earth. And Rocky.
I'm okay, brother. Thank you. How are you?
Okay, how good you are on anything. You don't have discipline. You ain't nobody. Right. You're nothing without discipline. Because you give up on the slightest struggle without discipline. 100%. Tell me discipline is doing what you... This ain't you, bro. This ain't you. You weren't born like this. You won't die. And if you do die, you won't care. Because you'll be dead. Best case, you win. Worst case, it won't matter. There's no luck in this game. And it may be a little bit of luck. But the luck happens after you bust your ass. And you put yourself in that lucky situation. Luck doesn't happen. You put yourself in that situation where luck might fucking happen. And that's what people don't know. If you believe it, if you really believe that you could be something, if you have that little voice in your head saying, hey, you got talent, you can do this, then follow that voice. Fuck your motivation. Fuck your motivation. You need discipline. Because motivation's not there every day. I'm missing motivation most days. Wow, some days, yeah, sometimes I got motivation. Sometimes I'm like, fuck yeah, today I felt good. I can't wait to get to the gym. But a lot of days, like, gotta get to the gym. And then once I get going, then I feel great. Yeah, I feel great when it's over. But it's that beginning part that's hard because your body wants to stay comfortable. Your body will trick you. Like, man, today's...
Hello.
Take the day off, Theo. You don't feel good. 6 hours sleep last night? That's not enough.
It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend, because most people are weak. Most people don't want to go to that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. It's miserable. It's lonely. It's easy to give up. Hell yeah. It's the easiest thing in the world to do. All right, man, I'm done. I ain't going. I ain't going to keep going. Yeah, I don't feel like going to work. I'm done. Yeah, it's easy. It's very easy.
Your time, bro.
What's hard is going, yo, yesterday,
Not a lot.
I got nothing from working as hard
Couple
as
of
I
cheeky
could.
ones every now and
Nothing
then.
happened from that. I'm going to do the same thing again today, but I'm going to try to go harder. That's the hardest thing in the world. To get up every day and give 100% and be in the same
it's not too
position
bad.
that you were
In all
each day,
fairness,
but mentally know that
not
you're
bad.
trying and trying and trying. That's a real.
It's like, I wouldn't say it's my favourite kind of music, but my dad liked it. You know, a bit of jazz, you know what I mean? Nail saxophone. I can't play a fucking saxophone, but, you know, in fact, I can't play no fucking instrument.
That's a real grind. How bad do you want this? If it's as bad as you want to live or breathe or sleep, whatever the hell it may be, I can work with you. But a lot of people, most people don't want it that badly. Which is why they always ask the question, man, how'd you get to where you are? You know how to do it. You know exactly how to be you or how to be me. You don't want to do it.
Like, I want to see what you do when you're tired. Let me see how you push yourself. Come on, man. Get up. Get up again tomorrow. Get up again tomorrow. Get up again tomorrow. The next day. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Keep going. How long can you maintain a positive attitude?
There's no hacks, bro. It's you against you.
Beg your pardon, I'm a
You
what?
against you. And if you misunderstand that, you have a real problem. You wake up, right to work. Immediately your mind is in action. No one wants to do that. No one. And I don't blame them. But don't be mad. When you're laying there in your fucking bed, and you're in the fucking hospital, and you're 70, 80, 90 years old, you're thinking, man, I feel like I didn't fucking do something. Because you did. You didn't do it. You didn't do shit.
Breakfast this is for me.
You may live a great life, man, but you're always gonna feel empty.
No,
inside.
not at
I
all,
feel
Owen.
empty.
Not me, brother, no.
You want is on the other side of a few hard conversations, and you're living a life you hate because you're too afraid to have them.
I think about that a lot. Hard times create hard men. Hard men create soft times. Soft times create soft men. Soft men create hard times. We are now around soft men in hard times.
There's a moment when every boy realizes no one's coming to save him. And that's when he becomes a man. And some boys never get there and stay children forever.
You should be a monster. He said you should be a monster. You should be ruthlessly ambitious and then learn how to control it. And it's that old expression, it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war.
Out in the wild,
Pookie.
anything can happen.
No,
So
don't
much
worry
dangerous.
about that. I
That's why
won't.
we made
Connor,
this a
you're
highly
being very
safety
fucking real,
strong
bro.
enough to break bricks, tough enough to hit a bat,
Do you
and
hear
it
me?
still works like new. Small,
You're being a bit
light, and
fucking
ready
real,
anytime.
bro.
For safety, for survival, or when things
Mind
go
your
wrong.
fucking
Don't
manners,
wait
bro,
for
when
something
you're
bad to
speaking
happen.
to me.
Be smart. Be ready. Get yours now before it's
Garden than a gardener in a war.
Morning, Jerry.
care how good you are in anything. You don't have discipline. You ain't nobody.
Right.
You're nothing without discipline. Because you give up on the slightest struggle without discipline.
100%.
Tell me discipline is doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it.
Doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it. That is a great quote.
I'm gonna have setbacks, I know. But if I'm
I
feeling
mean,
bad,
how's
that doesn't
Jerry?
mean I'm doing bad. That doesn't mean I am bad. That doesn't mean that I can't still take some action.
I'm going away tomorrow,
Because yeah,
Jerry.
nothing changes and nothing changes, man.
Okay.
It's time to get back to work. Stop hearing yourself talk. Get off the podcast. Don't be on social media too much. Cut out all the fucking noise. Get back to the fucking mental lab.
I'd say one of the strongest mental frames that has gotten me through my hardest times is thinking this will be the story that I will one day tell.
Amen.
And that means the harder it is, the bigger the dragon, the more epic the story, and by consequence, the more epic the hero.
The fear is never reaching your potential. That's it. That always falling short, always quitting before you're done, always procrastinating, always not doing the right thing. And then one day you're an old man. Yep. And you look back and go, God, I could have been great. Yep. I could have been great. It's time to stay focused. It's time to decide, fuck clubs,
Well, I hope you
fuck
enjoy it,
partying,
Jerry.
fuck trying to fit in
I hope
and
you have a good weekend,
socialize.
brother.
Rub elbows with everybody so people can stop calling you weird. Why are you so antisocial? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you staying on the basketball court so much? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you out there practicing in the hot sun when ain't nobody else out there? Because I'm trying to get it. Why are you not clubbing? Like every time I text you and invite you to go do something fun and cool, you always studying? Because I'm trying to get it. Let me tell you something, homie. These women ain't going nowhere. These clubs, these parties, all this shit ain't going nowhere. The more weird you are is a reflection of how committed you are to focusing on your shit, molding and shaping and developing your ideas and your craft so that when it's time for you to make your rounds, you gon' fly.
People only root for people who don't need it. Like, the amount of times when I was on my lonely path where I was too different from the friends that I had, but not successful enough to be friends with the people that I wanted to be friends with. That's when you want people to root
Anyway,
for
good
you. That's when you
morning,
want people
everybody.
to support you. Once you've already won, people
Okay,
are like,
it's a bank
he's
holiday
amazing,
over
he's so
there, is
good.
it?
But like, that's the time when you need it the least.
We had one last weekend. So, and anyway, Jerry, I'm gonna catch you a fish tomorrow or the next day, but know this, I'll catch me biggest one I've caught, yeah. I'm going onto this reservoir up where I'm going, and I think you have to pay £6 on it a day. Now, I've watched a lot of videos about this place and the place I'm going fishing, and if I can catch a fish up here, well then, I'm no good at fishing. And I know I am. It's just like, I had to go back to basics, bro. You know, it's like retraining your brain again. It's like when you're a child, when you have a mental breakdown, and when your mind snaps, Jerry, you can't put it back together. You know, what happens to an elastic when it's broken? That's what I believe your mind is like, and mine snapped. And I come off a med, and everything's come back, bro. Like, I can't explain it. It's like if I was to tell you something, you wouldn't believe me. Like, imagine if I told you, Jerry, right? When I was in school as a kid, I was a fucking idiot. I wanted to be the class clown. I wanted to make everybody laugh. And what I didn't realise was I was sacrificing my education. I didn't realise how vital and important my education was when I was a 13-year-old. You know, I was surrounded by a lot of tough kids, and you show off in front of your fucking mates. And me, I was always that guy. You know, a class clown, a crash test dummy, a fucking Amadon. But you don't realise how important education is, and then you grow up, and it's like, you know, it's like, people always say to me, Jude, why don't you come home, come visit me, come visit me, come visit me, come visit me. It's not for me anymore. Well, Jerry, I'm trying. Well, it's like, in all fairness, bro, me and you had a conversation one day after I come back fishing, and I don't know what you said to me, but I know you jinxed me, you bastard. You know, so 12 times after that I went fishing, didn't even get a bite, right? And then on the 13th time, I caught my personal best being a brain, being about 8 pounds out of canal. Maybe 7 pound. I'd have loved to have a scales with me. I went on Saturday, I caught one. Me lad caught one. Jerry, when I say a baby, I mean he was about that size. Me lad caught an average pair. But it's like I get a release of endorphins and serotonin and adrenaline when I catch a fish, and it's like how can I describe it? I can't. It's like when I catch a fish, I just get this euphoric feeling, you know. And when I'm out fishing, I'm at peace with myself, you know, and I reflect on a lot of things that I did allegedly and that I didn't. And I do look up at the sky and I do say, you know what, thanks God for getting me through this. I know there's a lot of people that don't believe, but look, whatever, you know, that's just me. I've got me faith. I've always had it. I've always had God by my side. You know, it's like, and half of my life, I listened to the devil, basically, you know. But like I said, because of my mistakes, I made sure that a lot of kids around me didn't make the same mistake and use education as a skeleton key. Because you can take education all around the world with you, you know. It's vital.
And so you always have to be the person who roots for you before everybody else does. And it's usually a single clap, slow clap. That's just you rooting for you. And I think is one that you can kind of take because it is. People struggle to do things alone. And the path of the exceptional person is one of an exception, which means that you are not with other
Hey,
people.
Jerry,
Okay,
I'm ready.
he doesn't have time to pack up this flat and move, does he? Yesterday, his colleague ate a dodgy takeaway, and now he's the last-minute replacement to the charity bike race. He doesn't have time to pack up this place. That's why he uses TaskRabbit.
Hyper-fast, hyper-reliable, easy to
Wanna see the rest of it?
And rather than fighting that or bemoaning it, see it as an indicator that you're on the right path. Because if everyone else were cheering you on, then it means you're not in the right place, because it means you're just like everyone else, and that's not where you want to be.
Life isn't fair. At all. At all. So what are you going to do about it? I knew that no one was coming back to help me. No one's going to miracle me to be somebody special.
Jerry, I'm
So,
gonna catch a few fish.
mentality is the only thing that gets us through life. I was an underdog.
It's a little
We're all
coastal area,
underdogs in life. Even the
and
baddest person in the world
there's
should
a
think
big
that way.
reservoir there.
So you should always have, I've never...
Jerry, I think it's 6 pounds to fish on this reservoir, right? And I've been watching a few YouTube videos, right? And the bream and the tench that people have caught in here, the pike that's in this reservoir. I've done my homework on it, Jerry. You know, and it's a very fucking active place. And the fish bite. And I'm gonna make a few videos. I might even do a live while I'm fishing. I'll see, you know. One thing I do know for sure, Jerry, all I need to do is to start going into the centre of Piccadilly and saying hello to everybody, you know. It's time. I'm 1,235 subs on my target of 5,000. Jerry, do you know what, right? I said when I started this project, 5,000 subs and 5,000 videos, right? I'm on 4,800 videos. That means I'm 200 videos away from my 5,000 target video I said I'd do. And I'm 1,235 subs away from my target. And I said I'd hit it in 3 years, and I'm on course to hit it. Like, Jerry, you know, people on here buy subs. You know, there's loads of people on here that have a lot more subs than me, but I don't buy mine. You know, I've earned mine. You know, the right way. I've done it the hard way.
Wait, so you always have I've never arrived mentality. And the can't hurt me mentality is no matter where you come from, the sewer or wherever you think you're from. When I got out of the sewer, I got to the road
Hey,
and looked
Andrew.
around and said, can't hurt me.
You know,
Nothing should be able to hurt you. If you believe that, it starts to become true.
Be the guy who embraces the ugly, the miserable. Be the guy who embraces hard work, the grind. Don't be afraid of being hurt. Don't be afraid of sacrificing some blood.
Yeah, there comes a day, man. Everyone's going to have this day. There comes a day where being average, being mediocre is just sickening to you. It's just sickening. It makes you want to throw up. Because you've seen people with far less talent than you.
tomorrow. Hey, Scott.
Else. They didn't have what you had. Yet now they're fucking become something that you haven't. There comes that day.
Anyway, good morning, Finn. Oh, thank you, Andrew. Now, look, like I said, I'm an old man, right? Yesterday, my son Dylan texted me, he said, Dad, do you want to go fishing? So I said, yeah, fuck it, go on, we'll go for half an hour. He just got back from Amsterdam the day before because he was 31. He went over, like, you know, for a couple of days, come back anyway. So we went fishing. So we went down the canal. We had to walk a bit down the canal, right? And we got to this spot where I always fish, and there was two other geezers there that I know. So I was fishing on the side of them in this little, like, on the canal. So this little, it's like a gap. And it's like, I dropped me float there. So I put a few chandlers on for Dylan. These geezers were there for 3 hours, didn't catch one. We're there 5 minutes. Dylan, bang, straight away, he caught one, you know. I was like, you twat, give me that rod. Then I caught one, you know. I forgot to bring me other reel. You know, so it's like we were sharing the rod, but thanks for coming in, Jerry. Burden now for pike, bro. But like I said, tomorrow I'm looking forward to me road trip. You know. Finn, do you think it worked out? What do you reckon? Yup, you bowsy. Now, Finn, how about this? 'Cause I'm going away tomorrow, sometime this evening, myself, yourself, open your StreamYard, I'll jump on your StreamYard, and I'll ask a couple of other people to come on. Now, it's up to you who you have on, but I enjoy when me and you do a StreamYard, you know. And it's like, nowhere far, just a couple of miles away from where I am. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going abroad or anything. It's just like one of them haven holidays, you know, for the kids. You know, it's just like I just want to get away. And it just so happens where I'm staying, there's loads of water. There's a reservoir near it. You have to pay £6 into it. Come here, I'll pay £26 to get to fish on it because I've been told about it and I've watched loads of videos. And there's loads of massive pike up there, right? No boiling, just coarse fishing, bro. Just on the canals and rivers and stuff. But I'm looking forward to it. Like, the way I look at things, right? Okay, yeah. Since I survived suicide, I don't plan anything. I look at life every day and I say to myself, you don't know what tomorrow brings. You might not wake up tomorrow. Yesterday's history and tomorrow's a mystery. you know. So I treat my life every day like it's my last. I live my life like it's my last day. Every day. You could be dead tomorrow. Do you understand? But don't worry about it. You won't know until you get to paradise. But may as well knock this fucking off. That's the end of that. Motherfucker. But nah, listen. It's nowhere fucking special, man. It's up near Bleeding Blackpool. It's just like a little fucking haven place where you stay in one of them chalets. You know. I'm gonna feel like a gypsy. You know. But nah, listen, like I said, when I looked at it and I seen all the water all around it, I was like, I don't care if it rains every day, I'm going. You know, I said, love, you never know, there might be the other lake up there and shit. But I'm looking forward to it. Come here, Scott, have you heard of a rapper called King Von and Little Duck? Has anyone heard of them rappers? Little Von and Little Duck from Chicago. And can you tell me anything about them? Okay, so Scott, they come from a place called O Block, right? Now, I was watching a documentary about King Von, right? On the night he got killed, he was fighting with a guy called Quando Rondo, right? Another Chicago rapper, right? Used to fish Birkenhead Parks, kids would come around saying how much, what's your O Block, yeah. And you know what, Scott? Did you hear the track that come out after he died? He said, if he's caught lacking, it's one of us, it's in-house. You know what I mean? He knew that it was coming. Bro, he'd killed 10 people, do you understand? Like, he was a fucking serial killer, bro. He got 10 bodies, man. You know that girl that he killed, K.I. See her? She was one of the most ruthless assassins. She was one of the most ruthless assassins in Chicago. She caught her first body at 15. Yeah, nice one, bro. Well, there's a few, Scott. This documentary is like 2 hours, 50 minutes. So 10 minutes off 3 hours. It was 2 minutes and 50. And I watched it all and I was like, wow. You know, bro, this guy was a stone cold killer. Do you understand? I mean, if he had an issue with you and you were there with 10 of your mates, this cunt would go on his own with his gun and he'd shoot everybody. He was fucking nuts, bro. And he had it coming. You know, like that motherfucker had it coming, bro. You understand? Like, it's all about postcodes and streets and areas, bro. As you know, I know it's the same in Australia. I've just never been there, but, you know. But yeah, I watched this documentary, like, all about O Block and OTF, Only the Family, you know. Yeah, it's like, now he's what you call a gangster, bro, you know. But he was also a fucking serial killer, you know. Like I said, at the time, like, yeah, I'd imagine so. Now, obviously you've heard of Chief Keef, haven't you? Now, they all come from a certain part in Chicago, right? What's it called? There's a Project Washington's, what's it fucking called? Something Park, right, they live in, near O Block. And what happened was, a few months before King Von was assassinated, he bought all his homies' chains. He spent $6 grand on 10 chains all were all on it, and he gave them out to his loyal soldiers. Do you understand? It's like he didn't come from Chicago. I think he comes from, or I don't know. Just let's say he's from Louisiana or whatever. But Little Duck bring him up, you know, and then it's like his music blew up, you know. But he was a stone cold assassin, bro. You know, that documentary tells you that. Okay, Pablo. Shout out to Pablo. Shout out. Lena sent me that jersey over there. What the fuck is that doing there? Hey, what's that doing there? My pal sent it to me. But I'll tell you what, Scott, it's crazy in Chicago, you know. Like, I don't know about the gun laws in Australia and how it works, Scott. But in America, bro, some of the hardware they have, you understand, with fucking laser sights on and all, like, I mean, proper choppers. You know, like AR-15s, they have fucking Mac-10s, they've got fucking Uzis. Do you understand? They've got fucking AK-47s, they've got M16s, they've got fucking Glocks, they've got revolvers, they've got fucking Berettas, they've got everything, bro. Some of the hardware that they have, you know, like, is ridiculous. You know, like a Glock with an extended magazine. You can get barrels for your Glock. Do you ever see them, Scott? It's like a round barrel that you clip into your Glock. You know, you can put it on semi, you can put it on auto, whatever you fucking want, bro. Suppression fire, fucking normal fire. It's like there's like three little fucking devices on the where you just put them to a certain thing, and you know, rather than just holding the gun like that, you understand? It's like you can hold it and do you understand? It's crazy. Like in some of the videos you see them, and they're like this, bro, yeah? It's just like a big fucking circle, man. Incoming. What are you fucking looking at? Right, I'm blind as fuck, right? So I'm going skiing. Yeah. I'm going fishing. This is just so I can see in the water. I'm bringing out the dark gun. I have a spear gun. I'm bringing it with me. And I'm going underwater with a GoPro. So you'll see me underwater, right? Okay. No, you won't see me doing that. You'll see me fishing, though. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. I pray to God. I say, hello, God, it's me again. I'm sorry for being a knob. But is there any chance you could help me catch some fish? You know, I want to catch one for Scott. I want to catch one for Jerry. I want to catch one for Finn. I want to catch one for Lena. I want to catch one for Mousy. I want to catch one for Pablo. I want to catch one for Jono. I want to catch one for Daryl. There's a lot. I want to catch one for Raymond. I want to catch one for Tim. And I'd like to catch a fish for everybody. But like I said, I'm closing in on my target, guys, whether you know it or not. 3 years ago, when I had my channel stolen off me, it motivated me to get this channel back, no matter what. And I said to myself, right, you're going to open a channel called STRAIGHTOUTTABALLYER, then you're going to reach out to Ballyer and ask all your friends and family, would they kindly go and sub to your YouTube channel? And according to analytics, geography, fucking history, whatever, blah, 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 it tells me that 1,500 people from Ireland sub to STRAIGHTOUTTABALLYER. Now, I'll tell you another thing. Overnight, I went out onto my personal Facebook and I put a message on it and I said, shout out to everyone who's subscribed to my channel already or who hasn't. I've got a YouTube channel called STRAIGHTOUTTABALLYER and I'm doing it for the people. Do you understand? I'm on here to do a service, being a community service. And that means helping any other small Irish channel like myself, you know, to grow, because I know how to do it. It's like, it's hard work, but I know how to do it. It's like, I'm not afraid of hard work, but I like a challenge. And I see things and I say it. I see certain qualities in certain people, and I just need 5-10 minutes and I can read you. You know, that's what psychology has taught me. You know, psychology is my favourite topic in the world other than war, because psychology has set me free in the end. I was imprisoned in my own brain. Now, once you're captive, once you're a prisoner in your own mind, you are in serious trouble. I've already told you about suicide and statistics. Everybody who tries to take their life and misses, I'll give you a statistic. Out of every 10 people that have tried to take their life, that survive it, 3 out of 10 will go on to do it again and kill themselves. You know, how mad is that? Like, let's say you're a survivor of suicide, right? So you're categorized, yeah? You fit a certain criteria. You know, you've already tried once, twice, 3 times, you'll do it again. You know what I mean? And it's very hard to get past. Hey, Emma. Bro, you need to stop fucking scaring me, you. You know, fuck's sake. Anyway, shout out to Emmett's mommy. You know, I come from a land of wonder. We are going fishing. Here, I've not done this for a while. You better run. You better take cover. Didn't. But, so yesterday, guys, I went fishing with me lad, and we ended up catching one each. And I got a bite, and I had him, and the bastard got off the hook. You know, me Dylan's like, no way, that I would have beaten him 2-1. I can't beat him at football. Here, how about this? I can't beat him at football, FIFA, or Fortnite. But when it comes to fishing, I have a puncher's chance with him, because he beats me at everything. You know, and he's very intelligent. But like I said, getting out on the canal with your son, you know, it's amazing. You know, like God, don't get me wrong, God can be he can make you mad sometimes, because he takes people away from us. And I walked away from God when he took me mother. That was it for me. I'm finished with it. You start to ask yourself, hang on a minute, he's taking me ma, me dad, me brother, me sister, me cousins, me uncles, me aunties, all that shit. Yeah, but Scott, he also give us the power to choose and to decide whether to win or lose. You know, like, I don't know about you, Scott or Emma, but when I was a youngster, it's like, for some reason, I always wanted to impress me friends. And you know, you get people who show off and that are fucking idiots, that are class clowns. I was a crash test dummy, you know, because I wanted to fit in. You know what I mean? And you have to do stupid shit, you know, to impress your mates, and then the rest is history. Yeah. But like I said, it's like I'm a firm believer. It's me, it's simple, yeah, not too simple. Like I said, I'm a firm believer in forgiveness. You know, that comes over time too. Like, good morning, brother. Hey, Pablo. Listen, shout out to Pablo's my boys. You know, never mind how I'm feeling. How are you feeling? Fuck me. Never mind me. How are you feeling? You know, shout out to Pablo's mom, and she's not very well. You know, it's a pity we haven't got more people like Pablo on this app. You know, Pablo, right? Yeah. No, I was just saying that. I hope you don't mind me saying it, you know what I mean? But you're part of this team, you know, and it's like, you're like my brother, bro, and we'll speak on Instagram definitely. You know this fucker here, yeah? Like a lot of us have mad things going on. Sometimes it can affect family members and fucking, it's like, and the geezer's asking me, how am I? Yeah, without a doubt. Pablo, look at here. I hope this cheers you fucking up, you fucking yid bastard. You see what that is up there? Hey, you fucking see it? That's for you, that. You know. That's 'cause I love you, bro. Look what's up here. Hey, that is for Pablo, that. Hey, that's why that's over there. Do you understand? Shout out to Tottenham who beat Man United. You know, no arguments here. You know, and I was like, I'm definitely putting that up for Pablo. You know, but oh man. But I was gonna say something. So Pablo, right, I want to tell you a quick story, right? So, all right, you guys, wait till you hear this. Like, I said this to Finn the other day, right? So, many years ago, when I was about 15, allegedly, I had 1,000. No, sorry, that's a lie. I had 5,000 LSD, right? Wait till you hear this. So I had 500 trips. I don't know, Scott, what do you call them in Australia? You know, we call them fucking Pablo. What did he call it? Acid in Australia. You know, LSD. Have you got a nickname for it, Scott? You know the way MDMA is called Molly. But anyway, Pablo, wait till you fucking hear this. I was given 500 of them to mind, not to touch, right? And I'm thinking of a place to hide them, right? Me little sister at the time, she hadn't played with this dollhouse in fucking nearly a year. So I put them in there, right, on a Friday night, yeah? Went out, went to the asylum, did me job, went to parties. Then after that party, went to another party. Anyway, I didn't get home until the Monday. It was a bank holiday. Well, you hear this. I goes into the fucking house, yeah? I goes into my sister's bedroom and she's sitting there on the floor like this. Look here, taking them all off, strips. I grabbed her, I'm looking at her. Me ma's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? I'm looking everywhere for them. I'm like, Jenny, what do you do with these? You know, what a fucking stupid place to put them, but she haven't played with this dollhouse in ages. Pablo, there was like 370. There was 130 missing. Like now, it's only a small amount, but I put them in our dollhouse. Pablo, she found them. They were like, Pablo, look, come here. About that size, look. Yeah, a square, right? And all you had to do was tear them, you know, in strips. So I'm looking all over the place because, bro, the person that owns these wants them now. He's across the road waiting. I get them all up. I counted them. I'm 130 short, right? 130 short. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck's sake, man. And it's like I had a bit of tissue and I picked it up, what have you, and fucking went in the kitchen and fucked it in the bin. And when I fucked it in the bin, I seen green. And I'm like, no fucking way. Me man swept them up and fucked them in the bin. Now, lucky enough, everything in the bin was dry. I emptied the bin. Me ma's like, what are you doing? Danny, there's something going on with him. Is he on drugs? Me dad comes in, he goes, what are you fucking doing? I said, Dad, listen, fuck off. He said, you fucking what? I fucking told you to fuck off. He said, I hope you, what are you doing with that black bag? I said, fucking mind your business, will you? You know, I said, you're going to get me into trouble, Dad, get out of the way. You know, he said, you brought trouble to this store again. I hope you're not fucking selling drugs. I said, I'm not. What's in the bag then? I said, it's none of your fucking business. He said, well, I'm making it my business. Fuck off. Grabbed the bag on me, emptied her out. He's looking and he can't see shit. I can see them all over the place, right? He's like, what are you looking for? I said, Dad, look at I was minding something allegedly and I don't take them. I just thought I could make a couple of pounds, you know. He said, you better not be here when I get home tonight. I went through that black bag and I found all 130 odd of them, right? I know, Pablo, imagine me sister had taken one of them. And like, it's on reflection, Pablo. Like, you're a product of your environment, right? And we all have choices, and I made bad ones. And that's on me, because I knew right from wrong, okay? But honestly, Pablo, when I walked in on that Monday morning, I told me ma I was staying at me mate's. Pablo, she was on the ground playing with her dollhouse and doing this. And I swear to God, I nearly had a heart attack because I was like, what if she's tripping? Me little sister. Imagine what that'd do to her little head. What movie? Brad Pitt 7. Oh, here. That's one of me. Pablo, you see that movie? Scott, Emma, you see that movie? Hey, 7. Oh, man. I didn't do that. What's in the box? What's in the box? You know. Can anybody tell me the name? What's the name of the detective he plays? Brad Pitt. John Doe's got the power. I'm not too sure, Pablo. What's in the box? Hey. What's in the box? You know. Hey, he's talking to Brad Pitt and he goes, yeah, you know, I went around to your house today. He goes, you fucking what? He said, and he goes, I took a little souvenir. You know what I mean? Her pretty little head. And then he looks at Morgan Freeman and he goes, oh, he goes, he goes, I took a souvenir, the head of your pretty little wife, and the child she was carrying inside her. And Morgan Freeman hit him with the gun, and it was too late. You know, he emptied his gun in him. About 20 bullets, man. He emptied them in it. You can see the helicopter going, oh shit, the prisoner is down over. You know, imagine that. I took a souvenir, your wife's pretty little head. But here, Silence of the Lambs. It's if you were to choose between two movies, who would it be? Guys, I have like 10 minutes and then I'm going. I'm gonna get myself some bait. You know, like I said, I'm having a little break tomorrow for a few days. There's loads of water there, and I'm using Lisa's dad's equipment. Cape Fear, yeah, with Robert De Niro, that was fucking brilliant, that. But Pablo 7 is up there with Anthony Hopkins. Yeah. Well, that pub that Mark was in, see them three lads, they're brothers. Like Davey, Mikey and Patrick. You know, there's loads of gypsies around the estate, you know what I mean? Like, get on with all them, Pablo, you know. It's different to Dublin, Pablo. Over here, we have travellers who are settled. They don't live in caravans anymore, some of them. Some of them do, but some of them don't. And the ones that don't live in my housing estate, I'd like to say happy birthday to Michael Collins, you big gypsy bowsy. I'm sorry I couldn't be there the other night, Michael. But happy birthday, and anyway, you big gypsy bastard. Congratulations on winning the Premier League. Nah, Michael, I'll tell you what, he's a good man, he is. Pablo, he's been on me live a couple of times. In me shorts and shit, like. I keep saying to him, bro, come on. Pablo, I've reached out to somebody who has a small channel like me. He's about 2,700 subs, and it's a crime channel, and he's doing something on Lee Amos. And Mark, my brother, has been in the city 32 years. He used to go to school in Longsight, Mark, and he went to school with a fella called Lee Amos, who was one of the heads of the Gooch gang from Moss Side, or Doddenton, I think, is with Cheetham Hill. So you have Longsight, you have Cheetham Hill, and you have Moss Side. Them three areas are fighting with each other. You see, nobody runs this city. It's different to Dublin. Whereas I know people that allegedly have the keys to that city. But Manchester, there's too many nationalities here. You know, there's all kinds of shit going on here, mate, I'll tell you that. Three of them, they're all Keenans. You know. How are you, Eve? Good morning. But like I said, guys, I have 10 minutes and then I'm away. I'm going to make me family some breakfast. Or I'm going to go down to Greg's and grab 4 sausage rolls, 3 cream cakes, and a fruit tub for my son. I can't wait to go fishing tomorrow. Me and Dylan went fishing yesterday, Pablo, and we both caught one each. You want to see the one I caught? You know, it was about fucking that size, mate. But look at, a fish is a fish. And how about this? I'm looking forward to the fish and chips. Anytime you go to a little coastal area, the local chippies, you get a fresh cod about that size. That's what I want. I want the Bordeaux one. A lovely weekend just making cheesy bacon pasta bake. Okay, fantastic that is. I'm not a big pasta fan. Okay, it was a bank holiday here last weekend, so I hope you are all enjoying your time off. But like I said, I haven't got long. But Pablo, I've been watching this documentary about this rapper from Chicago. How are you, FYM? Called King Von, and he even wrote about it. You know, he said if the goon, whatever people come for him, it's in house. One of his own people did it. You know what I mean? Fucking crazy in Chicago. And this particular rapper, he had 10 bodies. He'd killed 10 people, and everybody knew it. You see, in the streets, you get reputations, and this guy, yeah, King Von, he was a fucking stonk. FYM, you know what, bro, right? He was a serial killer. You know, and you see the girl that he killed, K.I. You know what I mean? See her. She was one of the most ruthless assassins in Chicago. She was the girl. Do you understand? She was in the Gangster Disciples. Do you understand? And it's like, on different roads and different codes, you are not allowed to go, because you will be slayed there with nowhere to go. Pablo, I'll tell you one thing. See Chicago, mate. They don't play there, you know. Yo, folks, that's what they say. I'm not fine to go to jail. You understand? But this ain't no game. You know what I mean? Fucking mad. I've watched a few podcasts where people have took guns out. You know, I remember this geezer talking about King Von, and this other geezer goes off. He's like, fuck King Von. You know, fuck his kids and fuck his baby mums. And my man's like, yo, you can't fucking say that shit on this show, bro. My man goes, you fucking what? He's like that. He goes, listen, bro. He goes, right? He goes, my man's like this, right? I swear to God, yeah. He's like this, yeah. He has, fuck off. He has that in his pants, right? Down there, yeah. And he takes it out, and I'm like, he's gonna shoot my man, but he didn't. He killed it down. But yeah, so Finn, Pablo, okay, listen, Pablo, yeah, so before I go, right, so this evening, either myself or Finn is gonna open our stream, yeah. I'd like Finn to do it on his channel, and he'll get more subs. But I'm gonna tag everybody in it. If I do it on mine, or Finn does it on his, it doesn't really matter. But I'd like to bring Pablo. Come here. Listen, you don't have to show your face, right? But you know, from the start, you've been there. You know, I'd love you to come on the panel one night. Me, you, Finn, Mousy, Spencer, and there's a couple of other dubs there, Pablo, I've been reaching out to. And like I said, Finn's channel, it's grown quicker than mine. Like in the last, like if you look the last 8 months, Finn's channel is just fucking flying. And before he hit his first 100, Pablo, I said it to him. I said, bro, listen, you're a beacon for this community. Like, Pablo, you help me, you know. We're not talking about YouTube. Like, don't get me wrong, Pablo, I could have done with the money. I needed it, but you helped me get past £290,000. Because you planted a seed in me head, right? You said, Jude, what if you have another crash? You said to me, Jude, you've just crashed a few scooters. You had them only one day. It's like, and you're going to get something fast that'll probably kill you. And you know what? What good is money to you if you're dead? But I'm not dead, I'm alive. So I'd never get on a motorbike again. You know what I mean? I don't mind a scooter or a little fucking Vespa or a little fucking, but road bikes, it's like I've no interest. I used to be addicted to adrenaline, to speed. Now, I don't mean the drug speed. I just mean because it's like I remember allegedly being in a lot of stolen cars, and we were hitting over 100 when we were getting chased by the police. And if you try, right, you're hitting 100 miles an hour, you're looking in your wing mirror, and you're like, you know what, fuck this. 360, brake, drop down in gear, boom, handbrake, boom, fuck up. We're going this way. Hello, Michael Jackson. But so here's the plan, right? So I have a studio, guys. Now, I'm not very good at asking for help, okay? But on this occasion, I'm going to ask you. I've got props all around the place right now. I'm trying to build a studio, right? Now, that's where I'm from up there, Dublin 10, right? Now, a few people have fucking sent me props. Like that there, that camera, them binoculars. Well, they're Lisa's dad. Shout out to Bruce. It's like, and I have loads of props everywhere. It's like, and I collect hats. Now, I put that up there for me mate Pablo. Lena sent me that. Shout out to Lena. She sent me that to put up for Pablo. And the reason why it's up there is because Tottenham beat Man United. And if you don't like it, fuck off. I'm glad one of us won. Pablo's my mate. So, when I said to you I collect hats, I wasn't lying. And if you have a hat, a postcard, a picture, a set of rosary beads, it could be fucking anything. It could be a cap. I collect the best number 10 ever, I think, as far as I'm concerned, yeah. Shout out to Messi. But of hats everywhere, guys. But like I said, look, I'm trying to fill it. So you could have a poster, a picture, a postcard, it could be a scarf, anything, just to help me build the studio again, so. Because I didn't know whether I was coming or going. Like I said, there's some good people on YouTube, and it's like, look, I'm going to be honest with you now, right? So, I've researched a lot of channels in our circle. When I first come on YouTube, I'll hold my hands up. I was a knobhead when I was on the cesspit, right? The wheels were coming off when I went on there. And YouTube nearly ended me. And then Pablo, I ended up speaking with Pablo, and he's been like a big brother, like a mentor to me. The weather's shy over here, Pablo. You can send it to me post office, bro, and I'll put it up. Like I said, Lena, Lena sent me that Tottenham shirt over there, and the reason why it's up is because Pablo's my friend, and I'm a football fan. Now, Doc77 TV sent me that, right? Now, like I said, I don't use it. It's a prop for my studio. You know what I mean? Now, I remember years ago when I was a drug addict. See, that wouldn't be here. That would have been gone, you know. But thank the Lord, you know. I got me discipline back, you know, and me faith. But like I said, guys, I've brought this channel as far as it can go. Now, I'm gonna tell you this. I said, me and Pablo spoke about this, and I said to Pablo, do you remember that movie Field of Dreams, where he ran down all his crop because he had this vision, right, in his head where he used to see baseball players coming out on a field on his land. He mowed it down. Yeah, bro, link me on Instagram. Like I said, I do this. I'm an independent channel, right? And I do this for the love, because there's a lot of people that come in and out of here that I love and care about, you know. Like, there's a lot of people on YouTube that have really severe mental health issues that haven't been diagnosed. There's a lot of people on here that think they're better than everybody else. Know this. Nobody is better than anybody on YouTube or on this fucking earth. And if you think you're better than someone else, you're an ignorant prick and you're arrogant. And it's like, nobody is better than anyone in this world. We're all the fucking same. Some of us might be financially better off, but that doesn't mean you're a better person. Do you understand? But I said to myself, I'm setting myself a 5,000 target to try hit it in 3 years, because I had a channel called Fighting Back United, and it took me 4 years to get 600 subs. So I said I need to do a little bit better than that. Yeah, I'd like that. Like I said, I'm looking forward to Finn coming up. Like, guys, look, I have jerseys, right? It's like, I have props everywhere right now. I've been on YouTube 7 years. This is my 7th year. And I said to myself, right, Jude, look, every channel on YouTube that's monetized charges money. And I said to myself, well, listen, you know what, Jude? This isn't about money. This is about getting me channel back. And that's what lit a fire underneath me, not because of money, because of pride and principle. Foxy stole my channel and I got it back, except for this is outgrown. Fighting Back United, it's outgrown the cesspit. Me and 5 other individuals built that channel, and you know what? Me and another 5 individuals are going to build this channel off Vince. We're going to do a StreamYard every week, even if it's only once a week, twice a week. It's like bringing all these lads together and just listening to them. And like I said, I would love to have Finn, Mousy, Pablo, Spencer. It'd be hard. But I don't make anything, bro. I can show you. Okay, bro, right, listen. At the start, when my channel got monetized, I was charging people £2 a month. The first person to become a member of my channel was Lena. And she told me a bit about herself. And you know what I said? Take your money back. I don't want it. You know, I want you part of my team. Fuck your £2 a month. Ask her. and every other fucking mod in here that has mental health issues and addiction issues, past and present, why the fuck am I gonna charge my team? This is about mental health. This is about saving people's lives. This is about giving people coping strategies. This is about giving people the will to fucking live. Because if you don't live and you do something stupid, yeah, your family is going to be devastated. Know this. Every child who's a survivor of a parent taking their life, 1 in 8 are going to go on to taking their life, all because you hadn't got the courage to speak about it to somebody. You know, do something. But like I said, guys, I've done this for 7 years for free. I'm the only channel in our circle. Pablo, you know I'm not talking shit. I am the only channel in our circle on YouTube that doesn't charge people membership. You know why? Because I want to help as many people as I can for free, so they believe in themselves and open their own YouTube channel. And that's where I come in. You have a YouTube channel and you want to share it, I'll make it a deal, right? You send me a book, a postcard, a hat, a scarf. You're a member of my channel forever. And I'll share your channel. No fucking problem. Like I said to myself, right, if I do it the noble way, if I don't charge people membership money, they'll see that I'm a good person and I'm not on here. That wasn't my main objective. That wasn't the mission. This was mission Operation Recovery. And I recovered my old channel by starting this one on the 5th of February 2023. And I said I'll get 5,000 subs and I'll make 5,000 videos. I've made 4,800 videos. That means I'm 200 videos off one of the targets. I'm on 3,766 subs. That means I'm 1,234 subs away from hitting my fucking target. Without buying subs. Shout out to all the wankers on YouTube that have to buy subs. You don't fucking earn them, do you? But like I said, I have to give credit to Pablo, guys. Pablo saved my life, you know. He made me see what I have rather than what I don't. You know, and most of my life I wanted everything. And I was willing to do whatever it took to get everything. But I didn't stop for a minute to think what I actually have in my life right now. I've got an amazing missus. I've got an amazing family who love me. I've got children who love me. I get on with all my baby mothers. When there's a party, they all sit together like their mates. You see, because they all know what I'm like. And if I ask them nicely to behave themselves, they'll do. You see, I'm a nice guy. And I have ways. But like I said, see, without Pablo's help and advice, Pablo, I'm a bit worried about Chopper, you know. I've not seen him on for fucking ages. But guys, again, like I said, I do this for free every day. I'm the only channel on our circle in YouTube that doesn't charge people money. Now listen, there's nothing wrong with charging people membership. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But look, you're not me. When my channel was stolen by Foxy, I wasn't interested in money. I was interested in getting my channel back, getting my audience back, getting a little audience back, you know what I mean? And one day then I could do a StreamYard. And then one day I could teach one of my fellow Irishmen how I did it. and then for them to go on and do the exact same thing I've done, and then I see it and I say it, and I said it about Finn. I said, "See you, motherfucker. You're a beacon for this community." And Pablo, look what he's doing. He brought Jono, Eve, Mousy, Irish D, a few other people, bro, onto my platform that I didn't know. Finn is getting it now. He's networking. He understands what I mean now. And like I said, he's flying. And it's like watching a little brother excel at something. My way works. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end this live, yeah? And I'll talk to you all tomorrow. I'll talk to you all later sometime, okay? Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Michael. Oh, you went to the Titanic experience. Do you know something? There's loads of theories of what happened that night, but come in, I tell you, they said that they hadn't got a key to get in to get the binoculars. Mate, I'd be smashing that box off the wall. You know, and they hit a fucking iceberg, and the rest is history. But Pablo, like I said, all jokes aside, you helped me believe in myself again. So I want to thank you for that. You made me see what I have rather than what I don't. You know, you seen me and my brothers having fist fights on YouTube, on live. And you even said to me, you've seen a big improvement. You know what I mean? And it's like, I think I've made a little bit of progress. Thank you, Michael. And Pablo, when you survive suicide, the way I look at it is every day is extra. So when I come on YouTube, Pablo, nobody helped me but you. Don't get me wrong, Ronan helped me in all fairness. Jerry helped himself. When I come on here, Pablo, right, I used to pay Fighting Irish Jerry, hey Callie, I used to pay him $5 a month. And you know what, bro? Do you know what upset me? Like, see me now. Let's say you've bought me loads of coffee in the past, right? But let's say, like, for instance, last week Finn bought me a coffee, right? And it puts a little smile on my face, and it gives me a little bit of incentive, you know, because there's good people out there. And on YouTube, it's been divided into 3 sections. YouTube's like a cake. 33% is the dark side, 33% is the call out side, and then you have 33% of good people, and then you have 1% of people who are going to judge you. And it's like, you know, years ago when I used to go on certain channels, I argued with a few people and he held it against me. When I had that channel, Fighting Back United, it's like, it took me 4 years to get 600 subs. Now this channel, I'm on 3,766 subs. I'm 1,234 subs away. I'm 4,800 videos. You know, and hey, Jono, and I have a way of, if you have a YouTube channel and you want to grow it, you send me a postcard, a prop, a little figurine, an action man, and I'll share the bollocks out of your channel. You know, look, I need a few props for my studio, right? So I collect hats, guys, right? As you can see, right? Now, they all go up there now. I've a bit of space. What are you looking at? I've a bit of space. Like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of hats up there. Fucking, it's like... and then we go on to... Oh, shit. Hello. And that's what my old channel used to be called. Look, FBU, Fighting Back United. I put that up there because of me mate Pablo. I put that up there because my dad died in it. And like I said, I'm trying to fill this bitch. I have spaces I need filling. Like I said, it could be a postcard, a picture, a fucking hat, a boxing glove. You know, like I said, I collect hats. Hello. But like I said, I have a few gaps. So, like I said, I have 2 canvases here that a Scousman sent me, 15-foot long, like Rolling Stones, fucking den 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 den. And I've ruined it. Look at it. Has Australian tour 1973. And I've gone and wrecked it now. That's vintage. Like casual gear. You know. But guys, like I said, I have a load of spaces. So if anybody wants to send me a fucking prop, you are fucking welcome. Or if you want to buy me a gallon of coffee, you can fucking do it. But I believe that slowly I'm building something and you'll get it because I can read people. John, I was seeing all your fishing gear, lad. I hope you catch something, you bollocks. And if you're not sub to John O's channel, can you go and do it? Yeah, he's a dub. Like I said, listen to me. I had this vision, ask Pablo. I said years ago, Pablo, Kevin Costner, build it and they will come. Jude McDonald has had him done. I've built it. I've got 3,700 subs in 2 years and 1,500 of them are Irish. You know, like I said, this is a mental health channel. It's an awareness channel about education, about drugs, addiction, recovery, redemption, mental health, you know, suicide prevention and awareness. Do you understand? Like, and the more people that talk about their mental health, the more people are going to have courage to talk about it because men are meant to be solid and we can't let people see. People think having mental health is a weakness. Well, obviously, I'm not educated then. Well, Jono, that's the part. Oh, Pablo, thank you. Look, Pablo's banged me link in there. You can buy me all the coffee in the world, guys, but you know what? I'd sooner a prop, in all fairness. You know, like I said, when I come on here, I was very naive, you know, and PD blew me out of the water. You know, he come on here and I remember being on the cesspit one night. Pablo, there was about 2,000 people in there that night. Me kids were in there and PD said to fucking film boy, "Here, film boy, how come you have fucking Jude on your channel? And he's a fucking drug dealer and he used to rob drug dealers." And he got this lie off a fella called Willa. Yeah, I drink coffee, I don't drink alcohol. I don't drink beer. I smoke, but I'm not queer. Sorry, yeah. We're on the road again. We're on the road again. The road again to paradise. Fuck you and your feet. Oh, Thank you, Andrew. But guys, like I said, you know, a prop, it's like, when you do this voluntary, right, I'm a volunteer, right, and I'm a survivor, and there's a lot of young G's on here that are going through addiction, are going through recovery, and everybody's welcome in here. I'll be honest with you, I'm not biased, but this has always been about helping the Irish mental health community, you know, because I have a little bit of experience when it comes to mental health. I've been in the hospital 3 times, and I've had 93 psychiatric evaluations, so I think I can speak on mental health, you know, and everybody in here is welcome. Like, sometimes you might not like me, but you could be a Man United fan. I mean, you could get on great, you know. Hang on. Well, bro, like I said, it's like, I'll meet you at the Etihad, you know. Just don't bring your dog with you. Hey. Just leave your dog at home, bro. You see how clever I am, bro? Say no more. But, yeah, I'd enjoy that. I'd really enjoy that, bro. But, nah, listen, I truly believe, right, when you survive suicide, every day is extra for me. Like, I'll be honest with you now, you might call me a coward, but on the 9th, bro, I've just fucking forgot what I was about to say there, you bollocks. Yeah, I'm meeting Lee on the 9th, Pablo, and he's gonna come in with me. I'm having all my tea taken out, and bro, I'm fucking terrified, you know. Do you like dogs? Pablo, I'm fucking terrified, you know, but look I'm not just doing it for me, I'm doing it for Thomas, I'm doing it for me missus, I'm doing it for me grandkids. You know, like Pablo, I'll never be able to change my past, but I've tried to alter my future though. You know, I'm very lucky to be here. You know, when a lot of other good men aren't here, you know. Yeah, I'd be like Dougie Joyce, look. Yeah, yeah, big gypsy bastard, yeah. Nah, I get on with the Irish, I get on with the gypsy community, you know. I give them an awful life. I have loads of mates, I call them gypsy bastards to their face, you know what I mean? It's like, and a lot of them have seen me fighting, so, and I'm not a tough guy, a hard man or a fighter, man, I can just defend myself, but I can also fight. Southport Orthodox, yeah, we can do that any day, you know, that's light work. But like I said, guys, I'm from Dublin. I made a lot of mistakes when I was younger. And it's like there's a lot of people out there that have a small YouTube channel like mine now. If I say something, I stick to it. So I'll make you a deal, right? You send me a prop to my channel. It could be a deck of cards. You can buy a deck of cards in Ireland for the euro. It could be a deck of cards. It could be a postcard, a poster. You know, it could be a little action man, a little ornament. It could be anything just to go in the studio. And I'll help your channel grow. Do you understand? It's like, but like, it's nice when people support you. You know what I mean? And see, from day one, you see Pablo, he's always been there for me. And I felt like when Pablo helped me, I said to myself, you know what? Then Finn come into the picture, and I was like, you know, I see a lot of myself in him, and I confided in Pablo. And I'll be honest with you guys, I've always said to Pablo here, bro, what you think of this person, what you think of that person. And if Pablo says to me, oh, they're all right, you know, I'll say, right, fuck it. You know what I mean? But listen to me, yeah? Let me knock this out. I'm gonna have to fuck off, guys. I've done an hour and a half. But like I said, my whole purpose for doing this was because someone stole a channel off me, and I put a lot of fire in me belly. Pablo helped me, and I said, here, like in Kevin Costner's movie Field of Dreams, build it and they will come. Jew McDonald's, and I'm done. And Guramila Maha got everybody in you come. Like I said, you can send me a prop, it could be a poster, a picture, a scarf, a cap. Like Lena sent me that jersey, right? See the Tottenham one over there? That's there for Pablo, that. You know, because Tottenham beat us, didn't they, in the Europa League? So that's there for Pablo because he's my friend. And I've made a couple of friends on here, and it's like, I just have a vision. Pablo will tell you, I said this a few years ago. Pablo, I see myself for a channel with 5, 6 Irishmen coming on it twice a week, you know, and just talking about whatever, family, life, experience, addiction, recovery, spirituality, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, that's no problem, mate. But like I said, listen to me, I'm onto something here. Now, I'm an Irishman, yeah? Now, we're not all greedy English, we're not all greedy bastards. And listen, if people come on here to make money, I get it. I really get it. But what I don't get is, I'm the only fucking, hang on. Like I said, I'm on here to bring people together, and I'm bringing a lot of Irish people together, and so is Finn, so is Mousy. Do you understand? Like, and at the end of the day, I think if a few of us just link up twice a week to talk football, boxing, UFC, mental health, addiction, recovery, it doesn't matter, you know, and I can see it growing and growing. I just need to put the pieces together, you know, and I work hard on this, you know. I've not just got nearly 4,000 subs from that, and here, I don't even ask you to hit the like button, but every video I make, I've been putting, well, not every, but I'm starting to do it again. I'll put everyone's name in the channel, and I'll share it. Like I said, if you send me a book, it could be a fishing book, it could be a book about pigeons, it could be a picture of a pigeon. It doesn't matter what it is. It's a contribution, right, guys? I have to go. Thanks, everyone, for coming in. And I'll see you all later on sometime. Yeah, we away. God bless you all. And like I said here, never fucking give up the fight. And don't give up hope. Because I gave up hope once, and I ended up on a railway line off me nut and crack, trying to end my life, and God didn't take me that night, for a reason. And I believe one of the reasons is to share my experiences in life, good and bad, and if I can help somebody in their life from not fucking certain things up, well then here, I'm that guy, you know. I'm good at bringing people together. Now, when I come on here, I had to pay nearly £80 a month because I was a member of about 7 channels. I used to buy them coffee, support them, and I didn't even get a shout out. So I said, you know what, fuck you, mate. It's like I'm going to open up my own channel and I'll help people for free. And if they want to buy you a coffee, well, then they will, because they'll see you're noble. Because you don't charge people money, but a prop to me is better than a coffee. But if you want to buy me a bleeding coffee, knock yourself out. You know what I mean? It puts a smile on my face, because then I think like people are starting to believe in me again. You know, and like I said, I set myself a target: 5,000 videos, 5,000 subs. I'm on 4,800 videos. That means I'm 200 videos away from 5,000 videos. Do you understand? That's there. I can see it. I can hit it. It's like, and I will hit it. And I've 1,234 subs to get, and I'll get them before Christmas. You know, and I'm hoping Finn will go past 500. Like I said, very soon I'm going to unite the clans, and I'm going to bring a few Irishmen together, and you're going to fucking love it, because you're going to laugh. Do you understand? And that's what I'm doing it for, so we can all laugh. You know, let's forget the past. It's about the present. We're here now. Do something. Right, guys, I'm out. I have to go. I'm away. Me missus will kill me. Sorry, babe, I'm coming. I love you.